Hello, my wonderful people. Breaking news. It is called Biafra breaking news. Wonders shall never end. From my own point of view. And I remember say the Ipob have already agreed, even right before the election, to have a dialogue with the Fulani control government of Nigeria to either give People to be the president, or they should call, or we call for dialogue, for referendum for the Biafrans, the Southeasterners, the Igbos in general, in totality, to decide their fate in the so-called Nigeria. As the thing they proceed, it seems like the government don't bring them to their inner caucus meeting. Now on our so-called brothers or elders, people waited at the helm of affairs said no, that the Biafrans will continue the marginalization they are getting from the other region, that they should continue being slaves in their own country, that they don't that they don't accept the call for referendum by Biafrans, by Ipobs. Hey, I don't hear them, Abi. It shock you. That's the simple truth. I can tell you the simple truth, nothing but the truth, that the referendum of this agitation could have been signed even right from the time of good Lord Jonathan. But do you know why it is not possible? Because our Igbo elites, who feel that without the federal government they cannot stand, all of them that have oil wells, because they will lose it all. But they are not seeing the big picture in the whole thing. They are the one that have been stopping this signing of the referendum. All those are our so-called governors who have committed a lot of atrocities in the southeastern region, in our land, in the Biafraland. They are the ones saying no to referendum because they will suffer it when we go back home. So what are we saying? We are the problem of our own self, household enemies. That is the conclusion of it. Well, my wonderful people, we have another breaking news here from the office of Daniel Boala, the spokesperson of PDP and COA Campaign Council. He said, and I quote, "If Festus Akpamo tries to defend Tinubu, we will produce damning evidence of the statement he made under oath," according to Daniel Boala. That is why he never said anything. He only said, we meet at the Supreme Court, that the Supreme Court will decide. Because knowing fully well that they have already bought the Supreme Court over, why can't Festus boast of Supreme Court? Anyway, my wonderful people, let us read in between the lines. No time to tell time. Like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your notification icon. Be notified each time we go live or post something new on this channel. Let us move on. Some Igbo leaders have rejected the decision of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, to dialogue with the Fulani government over a referendum. Recall that Ipob announced its intention to negotiate with the Bola Ahmed Adekunle Tinubu's led government on a peaceful exit of Biafra from a Nigeria through a United Nations supervised referendum. According to Ipob, the peaceful agitation for Biafra independence started in 2012 without violence or criminality. The group, however, claimed that the Fulani government has continued to attack its members unceasingly. Ipob is ready to meet the Nigerian government any day they are ready for negotiation on the Biafra referendum. Imam Powerful, the group's spokesperson, has said. But leaders insisted on political dialogue to end agitations by some Southeast groups, including Ipob, adding that no sensible Igbo want the Southeast to exit Nigeria. The leaders include a one-time Ebonyi State Information Commissioner, Chief Abia Onyike, President General of the Coalition of the Southeast Youth Leaders, Kose Goodluck Ibem, a political analyst, William Ihiakolam, an Ohaneze Ndi Igbo official, as well as elder statesman who asked not to be named. On the alone ourselves, on the Chief Onyike, who is the acting Secretary General of Igbo Development Foundation, ADF, said it was imperative and urgent for the Fulani government to dialogue with all ethnic nationalities in the country to forge a way forward. He said that referendum has always been the view of Ipob, but does the Nigerian government believe in such referendum? The answer is no. The problem now is that the right-wing coalition ruling Nigeria does not believe in negotiating with the groups agitating for self-determination. Nigerian rulers should engage the Igbo and others seeking self-actualization in dialogue, since they have continued to show them that they are second-class citizens in Nigeria Federation. There should be a reconstitution of the Nigerian state. We should go away from this monolithic federation for regional autonomy, as it was in the case in 1960 to 1966. The present situation is too oppressive and suffocating. Kose, President Ibem, said that it is the way Igbo are maltreated that gave rise to agitation. If the resources and political positions in the country are evenly spread, nobody or no sane person would wish to exit Nigeria. It is because of injustice and unfair treatment that is the bane of separatist struggle all over the world. If things are done well, nobody or everybody will be happy and feel part of the nation. On his part, Ihiakolam said he had posited on several occasions that the solution to the crisis in the southeast could be solved through political discussions and dialogue. He said, I am and have been one of the people who believe that the crisis in the southeast and the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu by the DSS will be solved through a political discussions. I want to urge the Fulani government or the Fulani lawmakers and governors from the southeast to cash into the opportunity to push for a discussion between the federal government and the Ipob. It was the same call that the elder statesman Sam Mbadiwe made when some stakeholders from the southeast visited then Muhammadu Buhari, where he asked Buhari to hand Kanu over to him, which never happened. That alone could have helped to quell the agitation, nuisance and bloodletting as seen in the southeast by a splinter Ipob group. Bola Ahmed Adekunle Tinubu, that I know, knows that the only solution to the trouble in the southeast will be settled politically. The southeast has lost a lot. We need to come to a round table, regardless of our political and religious affiliations, to think the peace of the southeast first. The Ohanese official who pleaded anonymity told the nation that Ohanese had been consistent with the calls for the reconstruction of Nigeria to end the marginalization of some sections of the country. His words for us in Ohanese, our interest is for a better and equitable Nigeria where justice and fairness will reign supreme. Ndị Igbo have had and are still having unmitigated hatred for other tribes in Nigeria as a result of their industry and perseverance. So we believe that a restructured Nigeria we solve some of these issues. That's why we are canvassing for the structuring of Nigeria for the collective interest of the people. Any other call is not part of our mandate. We will not agree to this. The elder statesman, who also did not want his name mentioned, said, "We don't want to exit Nigeria, but the way things are being handled in the country, you will wonder if Ndi Igbo have committed an abominable thing that has made them second-class citizens in Nigeria. What we need is equity, fairness, and justice. Since 1976 till date, no Igbo man has occupied any reasonable political position in this country called Nigeria. We are not asking for too much. Let every political restructuring be balanced at the federal level." This one is the word of our elder statesman in the southeastern part of the country. Let me know what you particularly think at the comment section over this matter that is going on now. Whether you agree with the elders of the southeast or you agree with the Biafrans or Ipob who is calling for a restructuring, and let there be a dialogue. That one be a story that we all are going to gather together at the comment section and trash it out. Daniel Buala, an heir to Atiku Abubakar, the president candidate or the presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party (PDP) during the 2023 general elections, has stated that the best way to counter-attack the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Akpamo, on President Tinubu's Chicago State University academic records is to make reference to a statement he made under oath during his court case with the Lagos State House of Assembly. Okute News record that Keyamo or Akpamo, in a post shared on his X handle on Sunday, has said Atiku must find a vendor who issued the replacement certificate to find out if it is genuine or not. He berated those comparing the president's certificate saga to the case of SY President Muhammadu Buhari. He said applying this principle to the case of Atiku Abubakar versus Chicago State University, so long as the university openly said they do not issue replacement certificate, but that vendors do so on their behalf. All this noise about so-called forgery are useless until the particular vendor that issued the replacement certificate to an official bat denies its authenticity. And it is the duty of the accuser to fish out the said vendor and get that evidence. It is not the other way round. He who alleges must prove. This is a simple principle I laid down in 2019 during our defense of President Buhari that has been so mischievously celebrated as if they have hit the bull eyes. However, Buala, in a bid to rubbish Keyamo's defense, stated that the best way to counter the minister to excite the case of Keyamo versus House of Assembly, he warned that if Keyamo should continue defending Tinubu's Chicago State University result, he will provide damning evidence of the statement he made under oath. He wrote, "Whenever Festus Akpamo tries to give opinion on the official bat Tinubu certificate forgery, just cite this case law. Keyamo versus House of Assembly, Lagos State, 2002, 18 NWLR, PT 799605. To him and ask him whether he still stands by the statement he made under oath in that case, just like the Chicago State University registrar statement under oath. If he says PIM, we will produce what he stated in that law report. Damning stuff." According to Daniel Buala, Haji Festus na Akpamo, Haji na Tukurutum. So now Festus will not even have mouth to comment because he have complicated himself in all angles, both in tweets, both in physical, both offline and online. Yeah, the other home. Anyway, my wonderful people, there's no time to take time and no time to waste on frivolities. I'll be right back again. Please like this message, share it, comment on it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more and more videos to come. I'll be right back. Bye for now, my wonderful people. Kemesiano.